All right, my name's Gurveer, Brah. This is Screened Off Script. I'm here today to talk with Matt Johnson, Dominic Sessa, and Stavros Halkias to talk about Tony. First off, guys, congrats on the movie. Sorry to take you away from your phones. But genuinely, like,
We got a
congrats.
big lunch order coming.
Yeah. Perfect. So on topic. Genuinely, it's one of my favorite movies of the year. And Matt, I actually talked to you at the Canadian Screen Awards, but I feel like you guys made such specific cool choices with the movie. It's not like a traditional biopic. It's not like it's more like a coming of age movie and like a slice of life movie. What was like the Northern Star for you where you wanted to go with this story?
Oh, that's tough. All my movies, I operate on a kind of like what's got my interest. And for me, it was that I met with Dominic Sessa and I thought that, oh, this guy's had an interesting life that I felt like I understood slightly. And so the North Star for me was checking in with him on set and being like, okay, is this working? Like, do we both feel right? And then just following that as much as we could. And the combination of that and then reading all of the stuff that Anthony Bourdain wrote were basically my only two signposts. Like, is this stuff that I find interesting in Bourdain's writing? And does Dom agree with it? And I know that sounds odd because normally an actor doesn't have that kind of dictatorial power. And I mean that literally. Like I was going by what Dom felt was true and what Anthony Bourdain had written. And as long as those two things aligned, I felt like we were on the right track.
Ooh, I love that. Actually, it works perfectly because for Dom, Anthony Bourdain's like one of those. He's like one of those rare people who's like so effortlessly cool,
Mm.
and but this is set like all before that, and seeing how like the people and the things made him into become the man who he ended up being. How did you balance the idea of playing like the Anthony that everybody knows while still letting Tony slowly become that person? How cool is it
Yeah.
that Matt let you explore the character in that way?
Yeah, I think I mean what was cool about it and the way you described like his effortlessness, effort in being cool. Like I see it very differently. Like for me, I felt the character I was playing was putting so much effort into trying to be cool, and I think it was the amalgamation of these experiences with these people that kind of brought him to that point ultimately. But I don't think he always was this way, and there was a lot of insecurity at that time in his life that I think in I wouldn't describe my character as necessarily cool, in the movie, but I think it's it opens the door to that potential.
I can imagine like working off Leo probably felt like I shouldn't even try. Like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
guy
yeah.
seems really cool.
Yeah,
Uh
exactly. It's like always feeling like how do I do something in some way to get me closer to that, you know?
yeah.
And I think it
And,
was
and st
the lifetime of that. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Stavi, I loved your part in this movie. Your character feels so real, genuine, like obviously adding comedy and stuff, but there's like that moment with the lobster scene with Chef, which is like Tony showing he wants more in his life. And it felt like the way you reacted there was beautiful. And how does it feel? Like the same thing. It's kind of playing off Matt. It's like, how does it feel having a funny guy like Matt recognize you for moments like that?
Yeah,
Yeah, for me to honor
it
you
was
and let you know
Yes.
think
it
you're
was
funny.
no, I mean, listen, it would actually, though I don't respect Matt personally, it was a big honor because
Mhm.
what I think was very special about this movie, the casting is incredible, where I think everybody is playing maybe not themselves fully, but there is an element, at least for me, Dom, Antonio for sure, Leo for sure. Amelia's she's such a
Oh,
good
Amelia
actress.
definitely. I wrote the rule for her,
Yeah, I mean,
literally. Yeah.
she's phenomenal and like the kind of person who disappears into roles. And so it was cool to see something that like highlights, I mean, I think everybody just sort of was so there was something in our personal experiences, and it did make me feel good to know that whatever my skill set could be you could I'm happy to be the sixth man on a championship team. You know what I mean? Like I'm happy to come in and set some picks for Dom, to just, go, play a little one-on-one with Leo in a certain scene and just add. I loved being a mix. I mean, it is kind of not to use an overall like culinary metaphor, but it was like I'm just throw a little paprika in there. I'm a little spice to make the thing taste right because you do need that humor in those environments because that's how these people talk to each other. I mean, blue collar jobs, you're ruthless with your coworkers. And if you're not insanely rude to them, that means you don't like them.
Mm.
If I worked at a if I worked at a job and was like, hey, John, how was your weekend? Yeah, like if I saw Matt on set, I was like, "Hey, Matt, what were you up to?" No, I'm like, "Whoa, dude, you look like shit today." That's how you greet your actual friends. And
Well, that's
so,
how you greet people you don't want to be close with.
yeah, right, exactly. And so it was awesome to just kind of get to do what I do in this specific environment because yeah, you needed somebody to come in and bully the young guy and haze him a little bit, and I was so happy to do that.
No, it was less like adding a sprinkle of paprika. It was more like Emerald with like the bam. Like that's what you
Yeah.
did. But genuinely, guys, congratulations on the movie. I hope I get to talk to you guys more about this down the road. But like, I can't wait for people to check this out. Congrats! It's such an awesome movie.
Thank
And thanks so much for talking to me. Have a great one.
Thank
Yeah,
you so much.
thank you.